Welcome Rebels, my name is Ashley. I will be guiding you through a 30-minute yin sequence. Today we're going to be focusing on the neck and shoulders in particular. If you're interested in joining me for in-person classes, I teach Wednesday morning from 6:15 to 7 for Rise and Shine Yoga, and then I also teach Thursday evenings at from 5:30 to 6:30. Let's go ahead and begin just getting settled into the mat, knowing that you've already done the hardest part. You are here, you showed up. If you'd like to bring any props into the practice, a pillow is always a nice little extra prop, a blanket or a towel, and then you may want to use some blocks or books. Today, I'm going to begin by sitting on a pillow, channeling into the breath, taking the shoulders away from the ears, opening the throat just slightly, closing the eyes down if that feels good, and just tune into the body. You may choose to place the palms face down if you need some grounding, if you've had a busy day or a busy weekend, if you're feeling a little bit drained. Palms face up will help you receive new energy and help you feel a little bit more rejuvenated. Either way, find that connection, find your breath. We'll begin by breathing in through the nose. And today, let's open the mouth, sigh it out, making an audible HA sound. Thinking about what we can let go of while we're here on the mat, breathing in again. And then exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. One more, sealing the lips, breathe in. Extra sip of air. And then exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Releasing any of that stagnant, stale energy. Taking the tongue away from the roof of the mouth, sealing the lips, continuing to create that oceanic breath, breathing in through the nose. And exhale, pushing it out. 3 more rounds here, breathe it in. Exhale, push it out. Eyes can be closed here, helping us focus inward, closing off any external distractions, breathing in one more time. And then exhale, push it out. Continuing to stay seated on the pillow, using that wall as a nice support, reminding ourselves that we've got our backs. Taking the blocks out to the side of the pillow or the books, and then using the blanket just to stay cozy and tuck in. Rolling the shoulders up and back as we begin a little bit of our neck stretching. We carry so much stress and tension in our neck, spending so much time on social media, that it's important that we just love this part of our body, because it definitely talks to us when it needs a break or needs some love. Taking a big breath in. Exhale, send the right fingertips out to the block for support, just to elevate. You may also decide to place the hand down onto the mat, just depending upon what your neck flexibility is like. Gently cradle the right ear with the left hand and slowly begin to draw the left ear over to the left. Closing the eyes down here, taking the shoulders away from the ears, really letting everything melt. Feeling those shoulder blades pressing into the wall. Feeling that elongation of the spine. We're here for 5, to 8 rounds of breath. You can take more breaths if you would like. Continue to breathe in and out. And as we settle into our practice today, the intention that I offer you is support. We will be supporting ourselves by using the wall also as a prop today, and supporting different parts of our bodies by using the blocks, using our hands, using these comfortable items just to make us feel cozy and safe. This is your time, this is your space. Continue to breathe into the right side of that neck, breathing it in and out. 3 more rounds of breath here. Being mindful that we're not tugging at the neck with just a very, very gentle elongation. 1 more round of breath. And gently begin to bring the head up to center. Take 1 breath just pressing the spine all the way into the wall, breathing it in. Shrug those shoulders up. And then exhale, slowly let the shoulders melt down. Even more, even more, even more. Extending the left arm out. Cradling the right side. Cradling the left ear with the right hand. Gently begin to pull over to the right. So right ear goes over to the right. Notice what's happening on this left side of the neck all the way down to the shoulder. You may even feel a little bit of tingling in the fingertips. It's our body releasing energy and sensations that we've been storing. And keep breathing as we settle in here for 8 breaths, breathing it in and out. In and out. How can you find that support and that connection to the wall, to the earth, to the block? Noticing sensations of coolness. Or warmth. Connecting with yourself, supporting yourself. Finding that breath. Tuning into the breath is the easiest way to help us regulate that central nervous system, calm our thoughts, calm our emotions, take stock of whatever situation that we're in, whatever the day brings us. Stick with it here for 3 more rounds of breath. Fantastic job. One more. Gently bring that head up to neutral. Extend both hands out. Inhale, shrug those shoulders up, all the way up to the ears. And then exhale, send the shoulders all the way down, sitting up nice and tall. Keeping the right hand extended this time. Gently cradling the top of the head and drawing the left hand, almost like we're creating a divide between the left side and the right side of the head, and then gently draw the chin down towards the left hip, feeling a nice stretch here, settling back into the breath. If using the arm is a little bit too much for the neck, you are welcome to just release the head so that you're not feeling too much of a pull here. Nothing should hurt, it should just be a nice stretch. as with anything in yoga. Settling in here for 5 more rounds of breath. This right shoulder might have a tendency to curve in or up. Try to keep it pushed back as much as possible. Feeling that connection, that support. Gently cradling that head. 3 more rounds of breath, breathing it in and out. Inhale, slowly rise up, release the left hand, roll those shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, roll them all the way back. Gently plant that left hand on the block, cradling with the right hand. Gently lift up and then draw the right chin down to the right hip. Everything that I offer in this practice is an option for you. If you are here and you are on your mat, you're breathing, you are doing yoga. So congratulations, my friends. Listen to your body and do what feels good for you today. Continue to breathe here, 5 more rounds of breath. Breathe in through the nose and out. Imagine that we're breathing into the space right here. Yoga teachers often say things like, breathe into the right side or left side of the neck. You might think, what the heck does that mean? It means just focus on this area and keep breathing. Try to help just release and melt whatever tension is here. 3 more rounds of breath, breathing it in and out. Breathing it in and out. 1 more, breathe it in and out. Slowly inhale that neck all the way back up. Resettling the sit bones onto the mat. Inhale, lift those shoulders up. Exhale, slowly roll them down. As we only have half an hour of this practice, we are moving into something else, working on the neck and the shoulders, but you are welcome to do this set of neck stretches more than once. I would say twice or 3 times a day will really help release any kind of tension in the head and neck. So rolling those shoulders up and back, taking a big inhale. And then exhale, 1 more, gently drop the chin down to the chest. Option to place the right hand or left hand on the top of the head, whatever speaks to you. Placing the free hand, palms face down for grounding or palms face up for receiving. 3 more rounds of breath here. Only go as far as your body tells you to. When we begin to really tune into the breath and the movement and mirror them, match them, that's when we really start to learn from our body, the best teacher. We spend a lot of time in our heads and in our hearts all day long. We don't spend enough time just being in the body. Slowly rise up. 1 more shoulder roll here. And then gently placing a block in the middle of the mat. Opening up the neck in a different way through the throat space. Getting settled in here. You may wish to place the pillow underneath the knees. And then the block in between the shoulder blades, letting the head and neck fall all the way back until the crown of the head comes to the earth. Placing the palms down for grounding. Feeling again that that support, that connection, coming into a supported fish pose, taking the shoulders away from the ears, breathing it in and out, feeling the rise and fall of the lungs, breathing it in and out. We're here for 5 more rounds of breath, feeling that nice opening up through the whole throat space here, tapping into and opening up any emotions in the heart, feeling connected and rooted. Welcoming in the new energy, the new opportunities that the day brings to us. Trying to really elongate the breath here. Trying to hear the breath. Tune into it. 3 more rounds of breath here, letting that rise and fall rhythm help you connect with the body. One more for good measure, breathe it in. And exhale, open the mouth side out. Inhale, slowly lift the head off the mat. Gently roll onto the right or left side. Removing the pillow. Just placing that in between the knees if you would like. Continuing to use the blanket here, or if you're feeling some tension in the hips, you can always, or tightness, fold this bad boy up and place it underneath the hips. Option also to fold up the mat, whatever feels good. And gently, you might even want to, if you'd like a little bit more support, you can fold the pillow. Placing the blocks off to the side if you were using them, and then slowly lower all the way down, coming into a nice bridge pose. Just settling in here, breathing it in and out, letting the neck and shoulders just rest for a moment. Feeling that connection, all 4 corners of the feet melting into the mat, all 5 fingers pressing firmly into the earth, feeling the support of the palms, the backs of the arms, the shoulder blades, the spine, the hips. More rounds of breath here, breathing it in and out. This is an excellent pose to do if you're having a hard time falling asleep, or if you need to feel grounded and connected. One more breath for good measure, breathing it in. And opening the mouth side out, let it go. Feeling that connection, that support. Wonderful job. Gently bend the knees so that the legs are at a 90-degree angle. You can keep the pillow in between the knees. If that feels too funky for you, you're welcome to let that pillow go. All of these things are options. You know what's best for the body. As we inhale those knees up, we're going to exhale, gently send the knees over to the left side of the body, coming into a nice gentle twist. For more, and to come back to the neck just a little bit more, gently extend the neck up and then twist over to the right. So the neck and the eyes are going to the right as the knees go to the left. Arms can come out to a T or cactus the arms. All of these are options, just getting tuned in with the breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Both shoulder blades melting down into the mat, breathing it in and out. If those shoulders are sneaking up towards the ears, gently scoot them down a little bit more. This is another pose that you could stay in far longer than time allows us for this half an hour class. So if you have the time, maybe choose to stay in this posture for 10 to 15 rounds of breath, or 5 to 10 minutes even. Really allowing the body to connect with the breath and fall into a deep relaxation, which is ultimately what yin is all about. It's the opportunity for us to slow everything down in a world where we are constantly bombarded with noise and visuals and feelings and thoughts and ideas and information. This is a practice that reminds us to slow down, to tune out the external world, and just be here, be now, be connected. One more round of breath as we breathe in. And then exhale, slowly bring the head and neck back to neutral. Inhale the knees up through center. Give them one gentle hug in, releasing any tension in the spine. And then exhale, slowly send the knees out to the right, noticing the difference. The right and left are always different. And then gently lift the neck up, and then slowly send the eyes over to the left. The eyes are going to the left, the knees are going to the right this time. Still just a very gentle stretch, cactusing the arms or sending them out to a T. What feels good to you in your body today as you settle in? Feel the lungs expand and contract, breathing it in. And out. 5 more rounds of breath here, breathing it in. One more breath for good measure. Inhale, bring the head and neck back up to neutral. Gently bring those knees up, planting the soles of the feet on the mat. Send the arms down. Lift the knees up, hug the knees in to the chest. Gently rock back and forth from side to side. releasing any tension in that low back. And then setting up for our final posture of today, doing something a little bit different. You may choose to come into our traditional savasana, taking rest, or second option, also a wonderful pose if you have problems sleeping, or you just need to spend a little bit more time in the body. Taking the pillow all the way up to our wonderful friend, the wall. One of the best yoga props. We're going to gently place our hips on the pillow. You can use the blanket too if you would like. Slowly settle in and then gently begin to extend the legs up for a pose very creatively called legs up the wall. How creative is that? Gently scooching in, ultimately wanting to have the base of our hips all the way up to our heels, pressing gently into the wall. Option once you get there to keep the legs extended. You may want to send them out to a wide-legged V. Bending the knees, that's an option. Just getting into a place that's comfortable for you. And if you would like, you can place the blanket across the chest. If you're really cold, you might want to just make a little tent for your legs. So whatever feels good to you. And then gently extend the arms out to a T. Cactus the arms, taking up space for yourselves. Getting into the pose. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the nose. Feeling that connection, feeling that support, breathing it in. And out. Making that connection with the wall, connection with the earth. Feeling all of our appendages supported by a surface. Taking a moment to check in with the face as we settle a little bit more deeply into this posture. Taking the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Separating the teeth to avoid any clenching of the jaw, another place that definitely holds a lot of stress and tension. And then checking in with that space that we so often furrow in between our eyebrows, releasing any tension in between the eyebrows or the forehead. You may even just want to do a quick check-in and physically smooth that space out as a reminder to release, to let go, connecting again with the earth, connecting with the breath. Enjoying this beautiful oceanic breath that we're making. Be in this posture for a few more minutes. So just getting settled in, letting anything else melt that needs to melt. Checking back in with each part of the body. If there is anything that is holding tension, try to release it just a little bit. If there's anything that has a tendency to move, breathe the stillness into that space. Just as we talked about at the beginning of class, what does it mean when a yoga teacher says breathe into this part of your body? If something has a tendency to fidget or move, so maybe you're wanting to tap your fingers or ball your fingertips up for whatever reason or wiggle your toes, try to just breathe into those areas as a reminder to keep them still. Embracing the stillness, embracing the connectedness and the support of this final pose. Sticking with the breath. You may choose to stay in this resting posture for as long as you would like. But if you need to continue to go about whatever else the day holds for you, begin to bring some gentle movement into the toes, wiggling the toes, circling the ankles, windshield wipering them, making gentle waves with the fingertips, circling those wrists. And then to get out of the posture, gently bend the knees, send them over to the right side of their left side, whatever feels good to you, whatever speaks to your body. And then gently supporting, being very gentle with yourself. Feeling that nice rush of oxygen to the head. May feel some tingling in the toes. And gently coming to our seated position, or if you're still in legs up the wall, stay there for as long as you would like. Either way, to close out the practice, taking one more big breath in. Exhale, sighing it out. Bowing to seal the practice. The light in me honors, respects, and appreciates the light in you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me.